Good morning, chickens and ducks. There's my handsome rooster. What are you doing, Coach? And the ladies. Okay, I'll be over to feed you guys soon. There's Mama and babies. Hi, Mama. Now you let them have a drink, Mama, okay? And we'll come give them their kibblies, okay? Their kibbly nibblies. Good, Mama. Good, Mama. Here's one of our males. Here we have a female. And another one of our males. And we should have another female around here somewhere. Oh. He just jumped out of there like nobody's business, eh? Going to exercise? What? Can I exercise in peace? You guys are crazy. Come on, we're doing the jacks. Oh, freaking dogs. They want to be involved in everything. Hey, we're doing squats now, boys. Can you do a squat, boys? I need you to do a squat. Yes, we're going to run in a minute. These guys aren't going to let up until we go for a run. So that's what we're going to do now. You guys ready? Are you ready to run? Hey, sit. Everybody sit. I want pause. Pause. No. Sit. Stay. Stay. Paw. You're not listening very well, Coffee. Good boys. Good boys. You. No. Hey, you're being a dingus. You guys just want to run. Are you ready? Are you ready to run? Are you ready to run? Come on, come on. Are you ready to run? Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on. Hey. You guys ready? Go to the beginning over here. Alrighty. Come. Come. Oh, back here. Okay, good girl. Ready? You ready, boys? Boys is always ready. Okay, on our marks. Get set. Go. Hey, hey, don't trip on me. We're not hurting here. We're having a race. Come on, boys. Whew. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? You're having a piss. Should have done that before the race, boys. Come on. We'll try again. Is everybody ready? On our marks. Get set. Go. Watch out. Well, I just wanted to touch on that running that I did with the dogs. I typically don't like to run with them because of their breed, they are herding dogs. So they try and herd me, and I'm not a sheep, so I don't really listen to them the way a sheep would, and I end up tripping on them. Right, boys? Sit. Hey, my paw. Now put it all the way. Good boys. Paw. Good girl, Coffee. Down. Lay down. And roll over too, I guess. Look at you. Look at you, boys. You way down, boys. Down. Lay down. Down, boys. See, now, he listens really good for the most part, but he can get really stubborn too, and his bones are old, so I don't always force him anymore. I love you, my boys. Yes, I do. I love you, Coffee Crisp. Okay, so we are going to go feed the puppies, and then we'll go feed the chickens. I'll just go over here. No chickens, you stay out. Come on, puppies. Hello, everybody. Hello. Here's your food. Here's your food. We are getting very fluffy. We are very fluffy. We are very fluffy. There's Chocolate. And Chocolate's little tail. You guys like it? Come around this side so we can see everybody's face. That's what we love. We love the cute little puppy faces. Oh, look at that. You guys are so cute. Look at you. What are you looking for? They like it. You like it? Good puppies. Yep, this weekend we'll be coming on 5 weeks. Hey, what are you doing in here? I guess you need some grain, eh? Should we get you guys some grain while the puppies eat? There, Mrs. Hen. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, everybody, out, 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 out. Yes, yes, we'll get the grain. Come on. Everybody's waiting for their grain. I gotta shut this door now because the puppies can jump over the board. I gotta do some renovations in here today. Get the old screw gun out. All right, so for the chickens, I feed them a mix of layer grain. Give them a couple scoops of that. In the summertime, you don't have to give them quite as much because they're free ranging. They eat bugs, grass, little seeds they find on the ground. But I also am going to give them this grass grain here. It's actually whole grain. It's not pellets. They like that. It's got corn and oats and barley in it. So let's go feed them now. Hello, my feathered freaks and Coffee. Look at you. All right. So the ducks won't be able to get over this, so I'm gonna feed them in the main area. We got a lot of work to do in this run. It's got to be emptied out. Coop's got to be emptied out. But we'll give them some feed here. They'll be very happy with that. Should be plenty. Come, boys, out. You're terrorizing the chickens. Oh, here come the rest of us. Y'all's is hiding. And we'll give this a little bit here to our duckies. There we go. I'm gonna go freshen everyone's water. Aw, look at you guys. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. You coming, Coffee? Come to your babies. He probably wants some boobies. Aw. Here comes Mama. And all the babies are gonna go right over to Mama. They say, we want our milky. Some of them don't. Some of them are more interested in the food, but aw, you wanna snuggle with me? Aw, look at your face. Who are you? Oh yeah, you look like boys. You look just like boys. I don't have any milkies. Here, yeah, go find your mommy. Good mommy. He's like, hey, you guys aren't eating this, I'm gonna eat it. You're such a good mommy, Coffee. Yes. You babies is just going crazy. No, you just want the food like your mom. Good. Who do we got over on this side? Oh, it's a beautiful day. I love these guys. Look at these faces. Look at these faces. You have some water there, little fella? Are you a boy or a girl? You're a girl. Here we got chocolate back here. It's a good mama. That's a good mama. Okay, I'm gonna close them in here, and she can just jump right over this fence, so I don't have to worry about it. I just don't want the puppies escaping. Yeah, there's our puppies this morning. Maybe we'll go for a little walk around the garden quickly. Okay, everything really badly needs to be watered. I didn't water yesterday. We had crazy windstorm, and it totally slipped my mind with everything else that needs to go on, but they're not totally like dried out like sand, but they do definitely need some loving. But I got tomatoes, and I've got eggplant in here, cucumber. I think there's a pepper plant and cauliflowers. These are cauliflowers, I believe. 2 of those. So that's exciting. Oh, 1 second. Actually, we're gonna just check this out first. This is the garlic garden. Got not too much garlic in this one. This isn't the main garlic bed, but we threw some tulips and some, oh, what are those things called? Daffodils in there. Daffodils are pretty well done. As you can see, they're drying up. Be time to pull those bulbs soon and put them to the side for later. Even the tulips, they look like they're on their last days. This bed could probably use some water as well. But the garlic's doing fantastic. Now here we are in the main garden. I like to have the dogs with me because I'm really scared of snakes. Even just garter snakes and rat snakes, don't like them. Come boys, you gonna snake this for me? Where is it, boys? Go, go, go. Go get the snake. Go get it. You go first. Yeah, good boys. You know what to do. You go before me. Quite a bit more garlic in here. And some very special, believe it or not, that's a tulip. No, they kind of look like roses, but they're actually tulips. But lots of garlic coming up here. One other thing you'll notice about our garden is that we have a lot of comfrey. These are just little guys, but we have some huge ones. Oh yeah, look at these ones here. I'll just zoom in there for you. Just look at all these comfreys. That's a huge comfrey right there. It just grows like freaking crazy. Like there's no end to it. It's worse than weeds. We got another garlic garden over here and some more beautiful purple tulips. One of my favorite things about the garden is seeing the flush of different flowers come in at different times, and there's always something to look forward to with that. So another garlic garden. Yeah, we've got quite a few garlics coming this year. Oh, look at that, my rhubarb there. I didn't touch it this year. I always forget about it. You know, it's still probably still good, but maybe I'll check it out later, see what I can get off of it. And this here is a cherry tree. We have 3 of these. One here. You can see back here, there's another one. Then I have one over there, right in there. And I pollinated all those by hand as well. Yeah, we usually do like carrots and turnips in this one here. And once again, more comfrey. Maybe we'll go around to the other side of the garden now. Okay, so see if I can get a good view on this. This is our asparagus, and I totally forgot about it this year. So it all went to seed, but that's okay because we'll have lots of seed and it'll make for more asparagus next year. And next to that, I have 3 hascap bushes. I see one big one, medium one, and a little one behind the asparagus there. So that'll be exciting. Yeah, the hascaps will be mid-June, I think. One of the first berries. This is all, oh, what are these? Currants. Currants. Black currants, white currants, red currants. Excellent. They're delicious. They make a good little juice. I haven't done much with them in the past, but this year I probably am going to. So I'll have some currants, and there we go. Look at all that. More comfrey. It's freaking everywhere. Oh, we got a nice little hosta in here. Yeah, so now I'm just taking a small break, and I'm gonna have some lemon water. Half a liter of ice cold water with a whole lemon squeezed into it. Really gets you going in the morning, you know. Gets the arteries nice and cleaned. That's what it feels like for me, anyways. Not medical advice or nothing like that. It's just what I've read myself, and yeah. To me, a glass of lemon water is like drinking a glass of electricity. Beautiful sunny day this morning. A little bit of a cool breeze. I hear my ducks quacking in the background. I got my doggos over here. Come, boys. Come on, say hi, boys. And coffee. There's my boys and my coffee. They're always pretty close. That is a lot of cuteness. It sure is a lot of cuteness. Just my husband over there. He's checking out the puppies. They're getting ready to head off to work. I actually have to go make his lunch as soon as I'm done recording this. I've been up since about 6 o'clock. As you saw, I got my exercise in. But what I really wanted to talk about today was why. Why did I decide to take the leap and do the off-grid homestead thing? When I was in my early 20s, I was a single mom. I realized that the world didn't work at all how I thought it did. Now this is like almost a decade ago. I'm approaching 30 this summer. Well, I'm approaching 30 now. This summer I am going to be 30. And so much has changed. Like, I don't even feel like I'm the same person that I was 10 years ago at all. Totally different mindset. My emotions just work differently now. I give less fucks. I give more fucks about the important stuff and less fucks about the unimportant stuff. Like, things like caring what people think about me. Which, you know, it's good to care what people think about you to a certain extent. Like, you don't want to be a total degenerate, obviously. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of that these days. But, you know, I always wanted to live on a farm as a little girl. I'd visited farms and stuff, but I hadn't, like, really lived on a farm or anything like that. I had a lot of family that lived in the country and who had farms themselves. It wasn't ever really, like, my parents weren't ever really into it, or, like, I don't know why, maybe they didn't do it, just it was a different time. And it's kind of funny though, because now my mom is doing it out west. Really, really funny. We both kind of got into it at the same time. But when I was a single mom, I didn't have a choice. I had to have the government step into my life because I didn't have really a good family structure behind me at the time. Things have changed now. You know, things always change as time goes on, but at that point in my life, I didn't really have anyone that I could fully rely on. And when I was separated from my son's father, I didn't know what to do. And I thought to myself, well, I can go and work, for $15 an hour or $20 an hour or whatever it was going to be, and put him in daycare, spend my entire wages on his daycare, and only see him for a couple hours every day. That was option one. Or there was option two, which was, I could do welfare. Or it was like find a baby daddy or something, or someone really quick, but like that's not really an option. That's not like realistic, and you don't want to do that, right? Just for the sake of having someone to support you. That's like, to me, that's disgusting. So what did I do? I took the government option, right? Which was, we were poor, but I got to spend every single day with my son. And I got to raise him still. Like, I spent every day doing stuff with him. Like, I didn't sit around. We were going to every single like kids venue that there was, play group, you name it, swimming lessons, taekwondo, all that kind of stuff. And I was always working on myself as well. And that went on for a while, I want to say. Well, actually, so it went on for about a year. And what ended up happening was that I had to leave the place where I was living, and I had to go to a shelter because there was a bunch of crackheads living where I lived. And I let one of them use my phone one day. I'm a very kind person and I'm compassionate, and I'm like, whatever, this person says they have an emergency, they need to use my phone. Okay. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna step outside the door with your phone. And they lived in my building. And I'm like, okay, and I had my son inside, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in here, obviously. It'll just be a minute. And I thought, oh, damn, it's been like 10 minutes. I got distracted doing dishes or something, and I look outside, and they're not fucking there anymore. So I go up there to their apartment, and I'm banging on the door. I'm like, hey, I need my phone back. Come to the door, and they're like, I'll bring it back down in about half an hour. I'm like, no, give me my phone back. Anyways, I get my phone thrown at me. I've got my son in my arms, and I take my phone back down there, and all of a sudden I start getting all these threats that I'm gonna get my teeth kicked in and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, they start lighting off fireworks outside my fucking bedroom window, because I was in like a half basement apartment, so I had big windows and right into the driveway and stuff like that. It was just crazy. So I had to leave there. I had nowhere else to go but to a women's shelter. And when I went to this women's shelter, it was actually a pretty good one. Like, you had your own room and everything, and it had like a electronic like keypad lock on the door and stuff, so all your stuff was safe. It wasn't like one of these inner city ones like you see down in like the GTA or anything like that. But anyways, I'm staying there, and it's all right, and I'm trying to find another place and get my life figured out there. This is really the time when I met my husband. My husband was looking. Had put out a post on Facebook that he needed help to get access to his son. His son was being withheld from him and stuff like that, and he wanted to know about like why this was happening, like why he was being treated so poorly and stuff like that. And he was like at his wit's end. And my other friend, who I just recently met a couple months ago at a holistic fair, she shared his post, and I just happened to see it. And I had been studying about things like PTSD, abuse, like narcissistic abuse, psychological abuse, and stuff like that. And I just thought, well, maybe I could have a word with him and like try and like kind of bring his spirits up. So I reached out to him, and that's where it all began. And I learned that he was living off grid, and that he had like this homestead, and he was doing all this stuff that I always wanted to do. And I'm like, wow, this guy is amazing. That's what I thought. We had an instant connection. And so, yeah, our relationship grew over the next coming months, and we started dating long distance. He lived like about, I want to say like 4 hours away from me, about 4 hours. So it was long distance, and even though like I really cared for him and stuff like that, it just didn't work out for me. Neither of us could see how we could like bring our lives together at the time. And this is like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I think. 7 years ago. I don't know, I've lost track of time. But so we kind of like went our own way, but we still always stayed in contact. Like I would still talk to him every day for hours, right? And we still felt like, even though we weren't officially saying that we were dating, and like was like I was dating, trying to date other people, other guys that lived closer to me, just to see what was out there, right? I didn't want to spend the rest of my life alone. My goal was always to have a husband and a family, and have that happiness, and especially for my son. Well, and myself too, right? It adds such value to your life to have that family. And I went through, like another, like the next 5 6 years like that, trying to do that, but still talking to him every day. We have like thousands of hours on the phone, and we got to know each other so well, and he became my best friend. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit emotional when I say that, just thinking about it all. But then, when shit hit the fan in 2020, he'd been trying to tell me stuff for years about what was going on, the agenda to destroy the family and to destroy life as we knew it, to destroy us. But I didn't really get it at all. It was like, in one ear, out the other. I would get like major cognitive dissonance about stuff, and like even though that happened, he still tried and tried and tried for all those years. But it wasn't until the when shit hit the fan in 2020 that everything that he was telling me hit me. And I actually wasn't talking to him at the time. And as soon as I saw the first article about the the face coverings there, I was like, I gotta call him. I gotta call him right now. Like, I'm so scared, and he's the only person in the whole world that I need to talk to right now. And I called him, and he picked up the phone, just like I had talked to him yesterday, and he's like, yeah, and like, this is what I've been trying to tell you, and like, this is why I've been trying to tell you about all of their plans and stuff, and why I tried to tell you months ago that something really crazy was going to happen. And so now, obviously, I trusted him a lot, but because of this, I trusted him now even more. Like, he became like the only person in the whole world that I could trust. So it only took about a year after that for me to say, okay, this is it. Like, this is what I want for my life. And it wasn't all easy either. Like, when I first got here, I had a lot of struggles. I didn't have a very good work ethic at the time. There was a lot of things I couldn't comprehend, and there's a lot of struggles just going in from living in an apartment. I did kind of do the off-grid thing a little bit while I was there in a trailer in the bush, and to experience it, which was really hard, but it wasn't a farm or anything. But anyways, I digress. I had a lot of struggles with giving up conveniences and learning how to really take care of myself, and having to do all the extras, and on top of raising children and homeschooling and everything like that. And now I'm 3 years in almost, it'll be at the end of this year, and I'm just now starting to get the hang of things and the order of things, and all those struggles just seem like the daily thing now. But yeah, that's the story of how and like why I want to do this, is because there's so many like obvious reasons. I want my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and my great-great-grandchildren, hopefully one day, maybe if these videos are still up, they'll get to see them. And know that their grandma and their grandpa did everything they could, absolutely everything they could, to give them the best quality life that they can have. Even though we're in shit times, like, it's so crazy, we're in the shittiest times, but I have found the most amazing fucking people in this country and in the world because of these shitty times. It's like a blessing in disguise, all of this, what they're doing. That's how I feel about it at the end of the day. It's an honor to be part of a community, and
a spiritual event, as I like to see it, a SOC, a self-organizing collective, a spiritually organizing collective, you know. I never could have imagined this as a child, that I would have so many people that I could call my friends and that I could trust around me after all the years of hardly being able to trust anyone and being scared all the time. And even though right now I should be more scared than I ever have been in my life, I am not. I am the happiest. I am feeling the most courageous and the most blessed I've ever felt in my entire life right now in this moment, as I'm telling you. There's no dark without light and no light without dark. And we know what the light does to darkness. It makes it go bye-bye. It makes it hide. It makes it go away into deep, dark crevices where no one can see it because there's no light there. So I guess that's my little rant for today. I hope it made sense. But yeah, you know, tribe and train and find your friends. Love each other with everything you got. Just love each other. I wish I could just give all the people viewing this right now a big hug. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. I love you all. God bless.